guys, so this is the look for today. So if you like this look, please stay tuned, have a watch, give me a thumbs up, give me a wee follow down below, subscribe to the channel, let me know anything at all I can do, anything you want to hear about, and thank you so much for watching. Enjoy, guys. Hi guys, so we're just going to get started to try and recreate that wee look there that we've just seen. So what I was thinking was Valentine's Day is coming up and some Valentine's makeup might be quite good for a little tutorial, and I was thinking we'll go kind of bright but stick to a pinky theme is my thinking right now. You guys will know if that's what you've just seen or not right there. What I'm going to do first of all is just pop in some coloured contacts by Daisy Wise. So I'll do that right now, and I will actually do it really quickly. Well, I will try. I'm not the best at it. So we'll do that and then we'll get on with the makeup. Wow. Wow, that was a wee bit crazy. So my face is like super red, I apologise. What I'm going to do now, and it will look a bit different, a bit funny, I'm going to actually just pop the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pots, and the shade I have is Painterly. I'm going to pop some of this all over my upper and a wee bit of lower eyelids right in here, and I'm going to do my brows very, very quickly, and then I will come straight back. And now it's time for some fun with some colour. I'm going to actually use this. I'm going to use my Inglot. This is the Inglot Freedom palette, and you just pick your own colours to put in. Now I don't know the colour of this shade, but this is just a white matte. Now this might be an Inglot day, do you know that? It might be. I am now going to grab this wee number, which this brush here is a non-shade blending brush. I'm going to go in with this pink matte. This is an Inglot shade. I don't know the numbers of these. They have numbers, and I did not stick the numbers on the back of my palette. These wee palettes are brilliant. You customise them, make them up for yourself, pick your colours. It works out about £5 per colour, I think, and then you just buy your tray. They're magnetic, they pop in. When they're done, and you hit pan, pop it out, and you can put something else in. You can mix and match. So yeah, and I made this one as well. I had a bit of a pink thing going on for a while, and I thought I'd pop off blue as well. Anyway, this pink here I feel is quite a cool pink. This one here is more of a dusky type shade. So what I'm going to do with that dusky shade is just run it along just here at my crease. If you have hooded eyes, you know, like where your lid kind of comes down and covers over, like the crease comes down over the lid, sorry, sort of thing. What you would do is you don't want to go right in the crease there because you won't see it and it's not grand. So if you have that kind of hooding, you want to go a wee bit further above. I don't have that today. Do you know what's funny? I don't have hooded eyes generally. However, yesterday, I don't know if it was with the increase in my steroids, my body getting used to it, or I don't really know what it was. My crease like eyelids were really swollen and you couldn't actually see my upper lids. It was just the crease was right down, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do some makeup and see what's different. I wish I'd done a video. I could have done a hooded eye video yesterday. Anyway, that's by the by. So you want to go a bit higher up rather than right in the crease if you have a hooded eye. If you have a hooded eye, totally up to yourself what shadows you use, but generally I think it's a wee bit nicer if you kind of try and stick with matte. If you're going to use a shimmery shade and you've got hooded eyes, then the shimmer, try and keep it for on the actual lid space that you do have, not on the crease, because all it'll do by putting it onto the actual crease area up here, if it's coming over your lids, is accentuate that and highlight that. If that's what you want to do though, that is fine. So we're doing this kind of wee V-shape type thing, and I'm just running the same shade underneath that I've got over the top. So anything I do down below, I always do above, and I usually always go back a stage as well. So what I do is when I'm doing this kind of pink transition-y dusky colour here, I will, the stage before was the white, so I will always go back in with my white matte, and then when I start to build up that colour, like if I then next go for my brighter pink, then I'll also go back a stage to this dusky kind of shade pink as well. It's just what I do. It seems to work for me. So I do it. So I'm just going to, let's grab the blender brush. I've got my Morphe MB25. I know that not everybody's a fan of Morphe. I, however, I'm happy with them. I have had Sigma brushes. I've had the Tom Ford brush. They are amazing. This, I like my Morphe brushes, so yeah, that's just me as well. So what I'm going to do next, I have this kind of raspberry shade. I was going to pop a wee bit of this in, but I'm going to leave that. And what I'm going to do first of all it's be a wee bit crazy for a change. So what I'm going to do is grab this. Guys, this is Milani. It's a powder blush. Look at it, it's so beautiful. Look, it's a blusher for your face. I bought it not even with the intent of originally using it as a blusher. I bought it purely with the intention of using it for my eyes. And I thought, you know, for Valentine's Day, a wee rose, the pink. Pinks are nice. I want to go pink today. I've not done pink for a while. I was always a girl that wore a lot of pink on the eyes, and now I tend to go more peachy type shades. Anyway, this is like super crazy pigmented, like, whoa, it's bananas. So I am going to then use this brush here again, actually my Nancy blending brush. I'm just going to swirl over this blusher here. It's super pink. If you do buy these, they are amazing. What I would say, especially with the bright pink, it's so, I'm going really light here. It's so heavily pigmented, this blusher. If you're going to use it as blusher, and if you go for this shade Love Potion number 7, if you want to have super bright pink cheeks, then this is your man here. This is your pal, this is your friend for having bright pink cheeks. If you don't want to have like super duper bright pink cheeks, and you were actually buying it more of just for a pink blush and you didn't realise how pigmented it was or whatever, then what I would say with it is go light. Go hard if you want to have your like super pink. But I'm not even going hard with this on here, and I do want this to be super bright pink for my Valentine's kind of pretty bright eye look. So all I'm doing here is I'm just literally going in over the crease, right in at the crease here. Hooded eyes, you would go slightly above the crease. Now, I know that you might wonder why I'm doing this. I've already done the transition shades here. The transition shade's slightly higher so that we don't have stripes and lines, but I do want this to actually be not overly blended. Like, I want it to be blended that it looks pretty, but I want it to be quite definite as well. Does that make sense? Maybe not. I talk rubbish. Do you know what, guys? We're at 10 minutes and all I have done is talk absolute nonsense, and I've not done what I said. I've not gone from one eye to the other. I am just too busy talking away here, but I kind of like talking. And I know that you guys can't even talk back to me, but do you know what? It's cool. So I hope this kind of is good. A couple of people have said to me, do a pinky, bright, kind of cheery, happy eye. I'll maybe do a couple of wee Valentine's looks, actually, because I might. Now, I am just going to go back with my dusky pink, and I've got this on my Morphe MB brush here. I'm just going over this area where they kind of, the top of the bright pink, I'm going over that, just there. And that can blend into itself. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab my, I'll do a crease brush or a pencil brush. I'm going to grab a pencil brush actually. So this again, this is a Nancy one. It's Nancy brush day, pencil brush. I'm going to go into this pink here. And for under the eye, I'm going to kind of go a bit in. Do you know what I might actually do? I might dot a bit of concealer just under here. I'm going to dot some concealer underneath my eye here, and the reason I'm doing that is just so that when I put the pink back on top, it's going to be super bright. I'm going to pause this, get my inhaler, and 2 seconds. Okay guys, so what I've done there is I just popped a wee bit actually of the MAC Pro Longwear paint pot just underneath and put some more of that pink back on there. So what I am actually going to do now is we need to do something with the actual mobile lid area here, this section here. So I still don't actually know what I want to do with that. I was thinking just have it kind of plain. I think I'm going to have it the white and then maybe just darken up the outer side here with another wee shade. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to grab my concealer brush and grab my Morphe, not my Morphe, I'm going to grab my concealer brush and grab my MAC Pro Longwear paint pot, and I'm going to just paint some of this all over the lid. So I will be 2 seconds and I will be straight back to you. Now I'm not going above. If you want to do your kind of cut crease thing, then you can create your kind of artificial lid shape that you want for that to be higher up. For me, I am just, my plan for just now is just to stick to my actual mobile lid shape. I don't want to go too high because for me today, you've got your kind of neon-y pink type shade, which is going to be the kind of focus. So it's totally up to yourself though, guys. You do what you want. Oh, sugar. Do you know what? I might end up having to go a wee bit above. I think I might have just gone above on this. Now the reason that I'm painting this on is just so that when I'm going back in with a lighter shade of eyeshadow, it's going to adhere really, really well because I have this on. Now, depending on what I'm going to do at this stage depends on whether or not I put a powder over this. So, am I happy with these lids? Let's have a wee look. Yeah, I'm happy. Now what I'm actually going to do just now is grab this Inglot again and this AMC White Super Pearlescent Sheeny type shade. I'm actually just going to dab that one here, right to the centre. Now this is what I've got on the inner corner of my eye to brighten up. I'm actually now putting it all over this lid space of the mobile lid. I'm leaving the very outside, but I'm pretty much going from the inside over all of that. Now this is going into here really well because we are just going straight on top of the macroleum paint pot that was done for the lid there. My lid space is actually not too bad today because I don't have so much swelling on the eyeballs. So if you don't have a lot of lid space and you want to kind of recreate this look, you can still do it. It's easy to do. All you want to do is when you're doing your concealer, like if you didn't have much more lid space, you want to do almost as if you're drawing an artificial lid and then go for it. That's what you want to do, a wee cut crease lid. So next time I get super swollen from my steroids, I will try and make a video because my eyes look different when I'm like that. And then that might be beneficial. Look at my skin, look how red it is and how bad it is. It's really awful right now. Now all I'm doing is this brush that's got this bright pink on it. Just going back over here to define just that, what we already have. Now guys, what I'm going to do is, I'm not adding extras this, look at the pigment on this brush still, just kind of in the outer, maybe third or so, I am just going over lightly, the pigment I have there, slightly, and do the same in the other eye. If you do need to dip back into your eyeshadow there at that point, that's absolutely fine. So it's just maybe the outer third, I've kind of gone to the outer half on this eye. So this is going to be more of a blended pink here. And then if you feel you've done too much, you just touch up with your white again, brighten up that inside. And then what I've decided I'm now going to do is I am going to, where's my brush? What I'm going to do is just use one of the brushes I have here. I am going to go in with a crease brush, and I have this kind of raspberry. It's a bit shimmery. I don't go for shimmery glittery shades usually, but when I got this made I did. It's almost, it's not like duochrome, but it's just that it's a matte with shimmer, but it has some, the flecks through it are, I don't know, silver and greeny. They're actually really pretty. Now I'm putting quite a lot of this on the brush because it's not the most pigmented, and I'm just really just going right in at the crease here, right in the crease. I'm not going too high up, just because I really want the pink to be standing out, but it's just for that wee extra kind of area of definition there. If you wanted to do this with a bit of a brown or dunk between your kind of, even your bright pink, and then you could dunk onto a wee brown with the bright pink you've already used, you can do that just to darken slightly. So that's me. And then we're just doing the same over here. You know, this part where I said I would pause it and do the other eye and come back, and I'm not doing it. Even when I'm stopping to pause, it'd be an ideal opportunity for me to do that other eye. I think in future I might have to come on with one eye done so that I don't keep jumping. You know me, I probably still would jump anyway, you know what I'm like. I'm a chatterbox. And I'm a bit crazy. And I apologise. I know that can be really irritating for some people in your life because I talk constantly, and I'm popping just a wee dot of this brown on the very outer V. I talk a lot, like a lot, for you guys that know me. I just love to talk to people. And I know that you guys aren't even sitting here with me as I'm doing this, but I'm just kind of like, I feel like you are. I feel like you are. So, outer V here. Now, I usually feel that with me, this is kind of creating a shadow to make it look like my lids are a wee bit bigger there. I like to have dark, I like to have dark shades, usually. I'm trying my best not to go in black and to start making it like super smoky. To do that, like if you have a look, like I'm not saying your look's the same, my kind of go-to look at the moment, if it's not plain, if I'm putting on eyeshadow, always ends up darkening an awful lot. Do you ever get that though, that like whatever your kind of general go-to look is, you decide you're doing something different and then you'll end up, I don't know, for me, I don't know if it's a kind of comfort, a security, a safety thing, like I just end up always kind of reverting back to, maybe it just ends up looking like a take on my, like similar style, take on a different look, take on the same look, different take on the same look. I'm talking rubbish. For Valentine's it's nice and it's bright and it's fun and it's girly, I think. Now I'm going to get my eyeliner. So obviously I've got alopecia, I don't have any eyelashes here, as you guys can see. So I'm going to pop some on, but I'm going to pop on my eyeliner first. Now what can be really beautiful and open those eyes up if you put white like pencil liner in the waterline. I personally, I like the NYX Jumbo Milk. I also love this Clinique white pencil for in the waterline. However, I'm going to just go black today because for me, I don't feel that I personally really suit the white and my eyes kind of look big enough, I think, at the moment. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to grab my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. I'm going to do my eye liquid liner. If you want to use a gel, use your gel. I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do the waterline. So let's just see. I'm going to have to stop talking because otherwise I'll be a mess. Right, so for me, what I've done today, I've just done that as one line going up like that. What I would probably do, like if you guys don't have alopecia, if you guys do have eyelashes, and if you guys are just wanting to do eyeliner, what I find is beautiful and it really opens the eyes out rather than starting at the inside. This is more for the benefit of the fact I'm going to put on fake lashes that I have this here. I generally think it's beautiful, see, to start from about here and just come up. Like, so if you have lashes, just start from here and come up, and it really opens that eye. It's gorgeous. So I'm doing that same kind of pattern where I'm very thin on the inside. I mean, this is pretty much lash line I've gone over here. So you guys would have eyelashes on this area likely. So all that's going to go over that here for me is my false eyelashes, and it will look on me that it's probably started about here, which is the kind of look I'm wanting to go for. Now, eyeliner wise, some people like liquids, some like gel, some like both. When this was first launched, this Kat Von D tattoo liner, I can't even remember when it was so long ago, I'm not doing my one quite yet, I ordered it in from America. I don't know what actually made me, I loved Kat Von D, I'd seen her on Ink, Miami Ink, can't remember, but became a wee bit obsessed with Kat Von D a few years ago, before she even had her makeup line. Then she brought this makeup line out and I was like, oh, tattoo liner, I've always been an eyeliner girl, I need to try this. So I ordered it in from the States, from America, and like totally fell in love with it. This is before any of my big lovely, all the YouTubers that I absolutely love, even before they had been using it and trying it. Well, before I had seen any of them using it and trying it, I got this and I was telling everybody, get Kat Von D, people, who's Kat Von D, what's Kat Von D? Now, this is just amazing. It's very good if you've got sensitive eyes. I have very sensitive eyes. It doesn't irritate, and if you don't have eyelashes, if you've got alopecia like me, I don't know if you guys are like me, I poke myself in the eyeball all the time. It's terrible. This stuff, when it goes on, it dries to a very, very rich black, but very matte. It goes on super easily. It doesn't budge, it doesn't feather, it doesn't, oh my goodness, it's amazing. And even if it goes in your waterline, like I've actually just popped a bit of my waterline there, it will stay. It is phenomenal. Right, so wing wise, I think we'll just go for that. This is where I talk too much and my wings totally different from one another and look like I'm just confused with my life and I don't know what's going on. But that's okay. This is not the kind of wing I actually ever do. It's a bit kind of, I don't know what it is. It'll do for today. I kind of like it. Right guys, what I'm going to do now, I am going to quickly crack on, get all the face done. Obviously, as usual, I have to say my very favourite in the world, thanks to the tailor, is this DERMACOL from the Czech Republic. It is amazing. I'm going to use some for under eye for concealer, and then I'm going to do the rest of my face with 210. Hey guys, so what I've done is I've just put some DERMACOL foundation over my face, as you can see, and I have done my kind of contour with a wee tiny bit of blush, some highlights, nothing crazy with the face because the eyes are kind of the focus. Guys, if you're sitting horrified watching this thinking, why is she putting Revlon eyelash glue straight onto her eyelid? This is what I do. Because I don't have lashes, I just do this. What I used to actually do, it makes it easier for application. Stick it straight onto the lid and then the lash just adheres, so you don't need to worry about gluing the lash and the mess of that and all that. Right, so I'm going to pop this on. This one's gone kind of tacky. Excuse me, I'm just using my fingers. So the kind of application of eyelashes is a wee bit different for those of you who may be like me, who have alopecia or don't have lashes. If you have no actual natural lashes, you don't have anything for this to be balancing against and sitting against. So for most people, they would have their own lashes and they would sit this down against their own lashes. For me, I don't have that. I don't got no lashes. I have none. So that's what it took me a while to learn how to apply lashes when I had none. And I kind of love them. Like these. These are gorgeous. I forgot how amazing these are. I want to wear these all the time. These are number 37. Human hair. Now, what you can see we've got, like obviously the eyeshadow always looks a lot stronger when I don't have any lashes on and stuff. So my lids are very kind of white, pale, going to pale pink, going to a darker shade, and outside we have that bright pink, nice pink eyes. I've popped on some faux freckles. I know the faux freckle thing is a bit of a love-hate thing. Most people really love it or they really hate it. Nobody's like, it's alright. Yeah, so if you hate my faux freckle look, that's cool, you're allowed to. Look what I've done. I've got eyeliner right on my contact. We'll leave it just now. I'm going to pop on some under lashes, guys. I'm going to let you see them. Like, so I have this gorgeous human hair wig from Simply Wigs. Look at this, it's amazing. I might wear that today. But I also have headwear from Purity Headwear, which is amazing. And I have my wee bald head. So, like, I kind of... What I do now, I used to wear wigs because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to look normal. I didn't want anybody to know about my alopecia, blah, blah, blah. Nowadays, I'm just kind of like, if I want to wear hair, I wear it for me. If I want to go out bald, I can go out bald. I can still feel pretty when I'm bald. And if people don't think that's pretty, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. Or if I want to wear headwear, I can go out with my beautiful headwear on. And I just want to do what makes me feel good about me. And I think, guys, that's the thing. And that's why I love makeup. It can be so expressive. You can wear crazy things, bright things. I do wear crazy things and bright things. Or you can just be natural. You can do your kind of smoky, sultry. You know, it's totally personal. There is, as far as I'm concerned, there's not a right or wrong. There are things I will do with makeup that you guys would look at me and go, oh wow, what have you done? That's horrendous. And that's okay. If I'm happy with it though, that's me. And likewise, if you're happy with your makeup, it doesn't matter how it actually looks. If you feel happy with it, just, you know, like, embrace it and do it and go out there and rock your look. I'm kind of, oh, it looks so weird having bottom lashes again. You guys will be like, what are you talking about, Michelle? It's normal to have bottom lashes. It's not, because it's not normal for me to have them anymore. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. Right, I feel really nice, I feel really pretty, I feel very Valentine's-y. Now it's just the lips that have to be done and then we're kind of sorted. What I think I'll do just now is I'm going to go for some Gerard Cosmetics. This shade is called, this is the one of the Hydra Matte by Gerard Cosmetics, and I'm going to pop it on my lips and show you what I'm going to do. This is just more for a more naturally type. I've got a bit of brightness but we don't want to be totally out there. Right, and this shade is called Invasion, so this is like a kind of mauvey pink. I haven't even lined my lips. Oh well. Right now, it's funny. I had this on yesterday and I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. My wee boy's like, Mum, your lips look so big. Did you go and get fillers? And I was like, no. I have been in bed all day, not well. Definitely not done that. And then I took my makeup off and he's like, your lips are small again. Uh-huh. I like this stuff. I got this ages ago. The Jaded Cosmetics. It's really good, the Hydro Matte. It doesn't totally dry out, which is nice. Ooh. When you overdraw by mistake and have to carry on. Yeah. So for a liquid lip, it's not totally drying. It's quite nice. Now, my lips, like my skin, are super dry. They're peeling. They're really horrendous right now. They're really bad condition. They're awful. They're really bad. So for me, I'm super pale just now. Generally, this Invasion shades, it's kind of like a pinkish, greyish, mauve type nude. I'm very pale, so it does look darker on me right now. If you have a bit of a tan or a bit more of a normal kind of skin colouring and you're not like super white like toothpaste like I am just now, it would look very naturally kind of pinky nude, mauve nude. What I'm going to do is grab a bit of the sleek highlighter that I have on my face. I'm just rubbing my finger on this, and this is what I did yesterday. It makes it look like you've, oh gosh, I've lost it. It makes it look like you have on a kind of gloss, whereas you don't. You've just got shimmer in the middle of your lips. And they're dry, they're not glossy. Although these days I'm kind of swaying towards liking wearing a gloss. And the outer side I'm patting that, just so I don't have a line of stripe. I did this yesterday and I actually used the Revolution highlighter that I have, because this is actually just looking really pale in the middle now. It's not so shimmery. Let's try the Becca. I either do it with Becca or I got this Makeup Revolution, which is like super cheap. It's not a brand I buy, drugstore brand, but I thought I would try it and I'm glad I did. That's also the contour I've got on today. It's cool as anything. That's better. This is the Becca, I keep calling it Becca Highlight in Opal. Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Opal. I'm kind of getting close to hitting pan on it. No! Let's get another one. I love this stuff actually. And then, so, this could be my Valentine's look. I have a wee bit of blush, just the same blush I've got that I've used for my eyes. I have a wee bit of that blush on my cheeks, nothing major, just a tiny bit. So just to kind of pink me up, just on the apples of the cheek. I don't know why I did that actually, because that emphasises your cheeks, and when you contour, what you're doing when you're contouring is you are trying to, rather than have fuller cheeks like this does, with contour, what you're kind of doing is you're trying to draw it in and slim it down and sharpen it up and stuff. So what I have kind of done is just contradicted myself with both. But hey ho, that is cool because it's makeup, it's individual, it's up to you. What I'm going to do now is give a wee, this guys, if you, Jaded Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray, woo, comes in different scents. This is the Cucumber Pure. I am actually totally in love with this. This stuff is just amazing, like seriously so good. Oh, it smells so fresh. I had seen on Instagram somebody'd used it and I'm like, oh, I love that stuff, that's what I use all the time. And it just allows you to have a kind of glow still without, like, you don't feel like you've hairsprayed your face. I've used different ones that feel a bit like hairspray. Don't feel like if it's like, I don't know what ingredients in it, but sometimes they're like hairspray, and they kind of put I don't know, like almost a layer on your face that's visible. Don't like that at all. So guys, this is the look for today. I hope it's absolutely okay for you guys. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel. If you're not already, give me a wee like, a wee thumbs up. So this is my kind of Valentine's look. I guess if I wanted red hair, this is what I would do. I have a multitude of colours in wigs and headwear. So I'm not sure if that's a wee bit too much with the kind of, with my eyes. I always feel weird, like if I change my eye colour with contacts and then put on a wig, I'm like, wow, who's that person? So guys, I hope this is okay for you. I hope you like this look. This is just a kind of Valentine's bright pink eye. Other than that, it's meant to look fairly natural, not too crazy, not too out there, not too wild. Obviously you can, realistically for me, if I was to go for this, what I would probably end up doing would be to add a bit of like really dark purple and shadow and bring that out a wee bit more. But guys, like, it's just a wee extra look. It's my take on Valentine's Day. Yay! A wee heart! So guys, give a wee thumbs up. Let me know if there's anything I can do, any videos I can do for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. Love you guys, and yeah, subscribe. If you want to know when I upload videos, you can hit the bell. Basically, my channel in general is like some makeup. And when I say wig reviews, it's not a lot of, I'm not really going to have a lot of wig reviews on here. If you want to see actual wig reviews, like showing full inside of cap, like sometimes I'll maybe chat a bit about what I've got in my head. Like, this is the Trendsco Gem Collection Diamond. Like, I tell you, I'm using DERMACOL foundation on my face. However, if you want to see an actual proper review of any wigs at all that I own, or that I've tried, then please hop over to the Simply Wigs YouTube channel. I'm going to pop a link to them down below. This obviously more so for people who wear wigs or people with alopecia, hair loss, whatever. But yeah, I do kind of reviews on a lot of products there. There are other girls that review the wigs there as well. There's Steph, there's Lila, and there's Lizzie, and there's myself. So guys, like, hop over there and have a wee look at the channel. This is not really, I don't really have a lot of that, but yes, certainly have a look at Simply Wigs. What I kind of have here, it's all kind of new. People had asked me to do some makeup videos, or how do you do your makeup, like if you've got alopecia it's a bit different, how do you apply lashes, do some videos. So I was like, yeah, let's just do it and have some fun, and if it helps people, great, and if it doesn't, then that's okay. You know, just don't watch, or let me know how to improve. And like, I've been asked to do a kind of chatty vlog about me and the rest of it. So yeah, it's kind of a mix and match, and I am very much a believer in, if I love something, I will want to tell everyone about it, and it probably frustrates the living daylights out of everyone that knows me, because I'll be on about the same thing all the time. Like, at the moment, I've discovered this headwear. I'm so tempted to go and grab a bit and put it on my head. Purity headwear. I've got, this is why I've put all my stuff into playlists now. So I've got like makeup, I've got vlogs, I've got the headwear type playlist, and maybe add to that as I go. This is my Primark jumper, and it's pale pink. This is super cool for, see if you were going like bowling or something on Valentine's Day and you want to do your makeup and look kind of nice, and but at the same time be casual, going on a wee date or whatever, and it's cold. This is from Primark. It's pale pink. It's like a mohair type, not mohair. It feels like super soft, gorgeous. I love it. Yeah, so all my videos are in different playlists and the likes. That was a total by chat. So yeah, you can have a wee look at anything that might be of interest to you. If you want to know more about me, the vloggy chats, I'm trying to not run them on too long, because I'm aware of the fact that I do talk an awful lot. And I'm trying to make it that I am talking and telling people lots about me and covering topics I've been asked to discuss, but at the same time not to the extent that people are so bored they're like, what is going on here, girl, and can't listen anymore. So like, probably the stage that people are getting to now. I'm boring myself. If I start to bore myself, it means I'm probably boring everyone else. So guys, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. This is Look for Today, my DIY contacts, everything I've used I will link below. Most of the brushes I've used today I think have actually been my Nancy brushes. Generally I'm a bit of a Morphe brush girl. I have a couple of Sigmas. I actually tend to use my Morphe brushes all the time. I have some Real Techniques. I have a total mix and match actually of loads of things, but everything that I've used I'm going to link down below. If you've got any questions, if you want to know anything whatsoever at all, please do feel free to ask me. If there's any comments, just let me know. Thanks again for watching. Bye guys.